I'm Danny Armenta, and I'm named after my dad, who was known as Dan Armenta, in the firehouse, mainly known as Captain Dan Armenta. And I've always believed that names hold a special story, and I think that my dad's is also a pretty heroic story. My dad grew up in San Francisco. He grew up in Bayview, Hunters Point area, and he became a fireman and was a fireman for 31 years. A year after his retirement is when he experienced some of the first symptoms of his cancer. A lot of questions kept coming up as to why this kind of cancer. My dad wasn't a man of many vices. He was a very healthy, active firefighter. And although it happens to many people who are, lead very healthy and active lifestyles, the fact that it's happening to him and other firefighters from the same department, from the same city, is what's scary and questionable.
My name is Jeanine Nicholson, and I am a captain in the San Francisco Fire Department, the captain of Station 13, and I have 23 years in. About 4.5 years ago, I underwent a double mastectomy, and within a month of that, I started what was the first of 16 rounds of chemotherapy, and that kicked me to the curb, shall we say. I had all the side effects that you hear about with chemotherapy: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, weight loss, hair loss. I went through menopause and just everything. It was awful. There seemed to be a lot of women in the department getting breast cancer. It wasn't necessarily the number of women, but the age of women. All of us were premenopausal, mostly in our 40s, who were getting breast cancer. There is now a biomonitoring study going on of 80 female firefighters in San Francisco, as well as 80 office workers as the control. And it is the first of its kind study within the United States. And it's hopefully going to give us some more information about why we're getting this cancer and how we can prevent it. If not for all the support I got from everyone, doctors, firefighters, Cancer Prevention Foundation, everyone, I probably would not be here.
I'm Derek Murphy. I'm the brother of John Murphy, who passed 3 years ago from metastasized melanoma. He took all precautions you could, and yet this happens. The great thing about him is that he was really looking at the time and the age and thinking about calling it quits, because he always knew that if you tempt fate too long, something's going to catch up. Unfortunately, it did. I don't understand it. I don't accept it. But it's a true risk.
My name is Chuck Vetrano. I'm a retired firefighter from the city and county of San Francisco. I retired after 30 years. I was a lieutenant at the Engine 37. 10 years after my retirement, I was diagnosed with bladder cancer. Frankly, I was frightened. The diagnosis was such that they were prepared to remove my bladder. Last year, this is in year 9 into bladder cancer, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. I urge all of you to support the San Francisco Firefighters Cancer Prevention Foundation. This is a group of people who care. These people care about us, they care about you, they care about your family members. This is an organization I feel deserves all of our support.
I'd like to say the Cancer Prevention Foundation is about preventing it, but it has also been really instrumental in assisting people when they get cancer.
Our goal is to try to put an end to these awful diseases that are a result of the toxins that you're exposed to. And our hope is that the exposure to these kind of things is recognized by everybody now, and our hope is we have to prevent the impact of a lot of this smoke. With the foundation, with your donations, that we will be able to get myself and others to be able to really come up with potential real solutions to make a firefighter's career safe so that they can go out and do their job to help people in our community.
My dad's story and other firefighters' story relative to this monster of a cancer that seems to keep coming up, the best message we could take away from his story is, what do we do next? What could we do to make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else? And I think the San Francisco Firefighters Cancer Prevention is helping and making a difference, a better difference. And it's up to all of us, family members, friends, associates, to contribute to take this away from our lives so it doesn't exist.